And the Flames will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Falcons offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game,
I understand what you're saying.
You guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll do it himself. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They booted away on 4th down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
42 Spider.
They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Vasco. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Flames send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, what a move to get room. Lots of room to run. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
so many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The give on the inside. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Flames! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Pine. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Liberty! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Explosive. Picks up more than 30. Back to pass. It's Pine. Now adjusting. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Deutsch L. Perry Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. A They keep it on the ground to open the third. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Vasco. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Quarterback running on the draw. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. But in the backfield, it's Middleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Back to throw, it's Pine. Finds his man. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over Jacksonville State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Basco. Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's great. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
On the ground, it's great. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Flames really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Basco. Working the middle, it's complete. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Flames are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Falcons want to move quickly.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, going up top. Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Pine. Finds the tight end. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun on third down. Buys a little extra time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man across the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Have to execute with precision. Under a minute and a half to play. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BG.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Flames inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gray. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung